So you're ambitious. You've got big dreams. You want to succeed, to live the life you always wanted. But there's a problem. You feel lazy. You know exactly what needs to be done, but you don't do it. And that leads to guilt, because deep down, you know you're capable of more. The guilt builds. Days pass, then weeks and months. Eventually, you accept it. Then the new year will come, and with it, you will have the same goals as last year. And it's not that you don't try. You start strong, fired up by motivation, but then procrastination creeps in, like that one relative who always shows up uninvited. Soon it becomes a daily cycle, and you start to believe you are a lazy person. So how do you break the cycle of procrastination? There are tons of videos out there. Most tell you to delete social media or remove distractions. Sure, that might help short term, but they can't fix the real cause. The root of procrastination comes down to one word: inertia. In physics, inertia is the tendency of things to stay how they are. Objects at rest stay at rest, and objects in motion stay in motion, unless some external force is applied. And the same applies to your tasks. Getting started, no matter how small the task, needs the initial push, and it takes energy. That's where most of us make mistakes. We set the first step so big and difficult, so we like to avoid it entirely, and then we chase quick hits of dopamine instead. To beat procrastination, you need to beat inertia. Here are two ways to do it. The hardest part is getting started, so make it stupidly easy. Don't tell yourself to write a 5,000-word essay. You won't dare to start it as the stakes are too high, because your brain has to wait very long to get the dopamine hit. So tell yourself, I'm just going to write 50 words. Remember, the smaller the step, the easier it is to start, and the less willpower you will need. But breaking your task into smaller chunks is not enough if you want to do it for too long, as your brain is not programmed to stay on a single task for long. Still, if you don't want to start, tell yourself, I'll just do this for 2 minutes, then stop. For example, if you don't feel like cleaning your room, put on a song, start cleaning, and stop when the song ends. Here is where magic happens. You will most likely do it for longer, or will write more than 50 words. That's because once you're in motion, momentum builds. It's like pushing a ball uphill. The first part takes effort, but once it tips over the top, it rolls without effort. So make the starting push as tiny as possible, then do it for just 2 minutes. You can use these two tools for almost anything: going to the gym, building your side hustle, making your relationship better. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step.